Hello and welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren and today I'm going back to some comedy videos. I'm going to be looking at James Acaster's special, Cold Lasagna Hate Myself 1999. I'm going to attempt to see if I can't pull a couple of different clips here and just react to a few different parts of the show. I'm not entirely sure if it's all like weirdly edited together or clipped strangely, or if I'm going to be able to like look at certain segments individually and it'll just be that segment. So we'll find out together. And you know, I don't know. I don't really know. I like James Acaster. I've seen at least one of his specials before, but not this one. So I am looking forward to getting back into the world of some James Acaster comedy. Let's go.
Hated Britain for a while now. The last British thing that pushed me over the edge happened last year, actually. September. I'll give you a bit of context before I tell you this story. Start of this story, I haven't slept in 36 hours and I got the worst jet lag of my life. That's very important details so you understand my behaviour throughout the story, right? So I haven't slept in 36 hours and I got the worst jet lag of my life. Now, I don't know about you lot, but if I haven't slept in 36 hours, and I'm currently experiencing the worst jet lag of my life, the last thing I want to do on a list of things that I want to do is the Great British Bake Off. That's just me. I'd rather not. It's a bit full on, actually. Now, I've given you context there, haven't I? And I gave that context multiple times on camera. So many times in that tent, I kept saying it. I haven't slept in 36 hours. This is the worst jet lag I've ever had in my life. And they cut all that out the edit and made me look like a freewheeling madman fucking up for no reason. Zero baking experience. The amount of times I had to ask Rylan for help was frankly undignified. And then I got to make flapjacks, which, spoiler alert, I made porridge, by the way. It's a disgusting porridge. The only consolation was that I knew contractually Paul Hollywood had to eat it.
Well, now instead I might have to go and see if I can't find the clips from him from Bake Off. I feel like I saw that episode too. It's like Celebrity Bake Off. It's been so long and I don't remember.
And technical was even harder than the signature. The main reason I said yes to it in the first place, because all my comedy friends who'd done it in the past told me the technical was really easy. They were all like, oh, honestly, James, the whole point of that technical is I want to encourage people at home who haven't baked before to bake and raise money for Stand Up to Cancer. So we'll show them how easy it is to bake from scratch. So it's a really detailed recipe, people on standby to help you out if needs be, and stuff like fairy cakes or gingerbread biscuits. Easy stuff, nothing complicated like, I don't know, off the top of my head, 6 identical cream horns. They won't make you do that. That'd be beyond unreasonable if they made you make 6 identical things you've never seen with your eyes before.
Oh,
You have no concept of. Just imagine a thing out of nowhere, then conjure it into existence with skills you do not possess. Then replicate that 5 more times to competition standard, please. Yes, we're filming it. Why wouldn't we be filming it? And at this point, I was crashing hard. It's 40+ hours no sleep, and all the way through the signature, I was necking black coffees one after the other. I know that doesn't sound like a tough guy move. A little bit more context for you. Way back in 2013, I completely cut caffeine out of my diet. So for 5 years, I'd had no caffeine in my system whatsoever. And then, and I don't think many people have said this sentence before, I fell off the wagon during Bake Off. At one point, I had to make a creme pat. Still don't know what that is. That's all the recipe said. Make a creme pat, like proper Bake Off prison rules. May as well have said ha 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 after it.
What the hell is a creme pat? Is that like, I don't know, they're cream horns, right? So is it some sort of cream filling? See, that's the thing that's always gotten me with the technical challenges in Bake Off. I'm just like, I don't know what half of the things they want them to make are. It's like, I can follow a recipe just fine. But when they're like, make this thing, it's like, yeah, but you need to tell me how to make that thing. because I don't know what it is. Like, even something simple. Like, they want to, what is it? Like the Princess Anne icing or whatever. It's like, I don't know, sugar and water? I don't know how to do it. Like, I have no clue. Tell me how to do it, and I'll do it.
I know I had to stir custard for it, and I also know that everything I'm about to tell you didn't make the edit. None of this was broadcast, and I know that because I stirred that custard for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, I'm pretty sure, is roughly the length of an entire episode of Bake Off. I don't think the whole episode was just me blacking in and out of consciousness while nothing happened to some custard. That's 45 minutes of my life, and of a cameraman's life. The same guy was putting in a shift. That was all the footage he got for 45 minutes. He couldn't intervene because of David Attenborough's code or whatever. Even though he morally objected to it, he has to let...
Like, because he's a comedian baker in the wild, so you have to leave off. You know, what's the objective from Star Trek, right? What's it called? Oh, God. My brain has totally broken. You know, don't interact with the civilians or something. What is it? Oh, no. That's really embarrassing. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, I am sure. I don't remember. The directive. The prime directive. I got there. Ha! You can't tell me I didn't get there. Prime directive. David Attenborough's rule. Same thing. Moving on.
Let it play out. At one point, they sent a producer along behind the cameraman to ask me some questions to get some more energy out of me. She's like, hey, James, what you got in that tin over there? What's in the tin, mate? That's some excess pastry. Well, I rolled out too much pastry earlier. I had to cut some of the pastry off of the main bit of pastry. I was gonna... Your bin's too far away, actually. So I put it in a tin. It's...
Oh, no.
It's in a tin now.
He is fantastic at the, like, drunk tired. You know how when you get that tired, you are basically, well, you're stoned. Like, you're just not, I don't know if any of you have ever been that tired. I have, and, like, that is accurate. You should not be in public. You certainly shouldn't be allowed to drive, so I hope they didn't let him drive anywhere. It's like, you're not okay. It does not matter how, like, sober you actually are. You don't seem it. You do not seem it.
And when I told her there was pastry in the tin, she starts proper laughing her head off, like full-on laughing her head off. Now, look, I've been a comic long enough now to know when a joke's getting more than it deserves, especially when it weren't even a joke. It was a fact I was telling her about what was in the tin. So now I'm worried. Maybe I've made a mistake, so I look for reassurance. That's okay, right? It's okay, I'll put pastry in the tin. Sorry, James. I'm actually not allowed to say, but put it this way. Oh, dear. Was I not meant to... Right on! Was I not meant to do that? Tell me now. Tell me now. They're both laughing now. The cameraman is just Blair Witching it all over the shop, really letting himself go. I'm looking at both of them, I'm looking at the custard, I'm looking at the tin, my body clock's going haywire, all my anxieties are building up inside of me. I didn't know I was going to say anything. I didn't know anything was going to come out my mouth. But I'm still stirring the custard, I'm swaying back on my heels, and I looked down the barrel of the camera, and all my emotions just surged out of me, and I went, "This doesn't feel nice!" Which is too real for Bake Off. Bake Off is a light entertainment show. We watch it to switch off and feel optimistic about cake and friendship. You don't go, "Oh, gather round, family. Let's watch a young man unload his mental health issues directly into our living room. That'll be enjoyable." This doesn't feel nice! Very good episode of Bake Off, isn't it?
Oh no. Poor guy. Poor man. Oh no. All right, well, I might have to, like, at some point go and watch his bits on Bake Off. I think that would be fantastic. Because, again, I feel like I've seen I think I've seen that episode. Like, I feel like I have, because I used to watch a lot of Bake Off, actually, and thoroughly enjoyed it, and I appreciate the fun, friendly nature of it all. I like a show where the people on it are not just constantly backstabbing each other. So like that, most American cooking shows right off. People are just so mean to each other on American reality TV. British TV tends to have people being a little nicer to each other. And that might be because, you know, the prizes aren't quite as insane. But like I do like a show like Bake Off because you see people helping each other out, and I really like that. Worst Cooks in America is like the only like American cooking show I can think of that does that, where it's got like the people who are on it do try to help each other out as much as possible. They're all there because they're terrible at what they do, and they all want to improve, so they're all like super like supportive of each other. And like, you know, there was like one or two in earlier seasons. Anyway, they got rid of it. And like, it's nice when people are nice to each other. And I like to see it happening on reality TV because you don't get to see it very often. That is all I'm going to say about that. We are going to move on and do one more James Acaster bit from this particular special. So let's just go. I think this is the opening. I should have done this first.
That's a fucking welcome. What is it, a motherfucking Tuesday? And you get a fucking welcome like that? You gotta be some mad motherfuckers to give a fucking welcome like that on a fucking Tuesday. I fucking appreciate it. Shit.
The empty cup. He's being so hard right now, yeah?
Right, let's start with the headlines. I swear now.
I love how he's holding that, like, mic, too. It's just like, what is he holding it like? It's like, I don't even know. How's he doing that? Uncomfortable.
Started swearing in my stand-up comedy. 10 years in the game, I've been a pretty clean comedian. I don't F and Jeff that much. And as a result, I've attracted a demographic who, to be frank, I hate. It's a bunch of old people and Christians every goddamn show. I'm fucking sick of it.
Oh my God.
I've got to ditch these crizzos ASAP. Seriously, man, after every single gig, some fucking mum comes up to me. "Oh, me and my daughter love that." Well, I may as well quit now then. If you and your daughter are enjoying it on the same level, the fuck am I doing? I hate old people so goddamn much. They're the stupidest people in the world, and they tell comedians how to do comedy every night of the week. So, "Oh, it's so refreshing to see a young comedian who doesn't have to resort to swearing. Comedians should never have to swear in order to be funny, you know. Back in my day, comedians didn't need to swear. No, they were all massive bigots, and you love that shit. Don't tell me what isn't offensive, you old fucks."
I mean, this is certainly a way to start your set, isn't it?
I know some of you are sitting there all smug. "Oh, I'm okay. I'm not an old person or a crizzo. I'm in the clear." Yeah, perhaps, but you do know who your Patronus is. You're a fucking dork. So dorky old Crizzos, night after night. Most of my audience are white, the worst of all the races. Plus, middle class as hell, watching me and laughing while spilling your slur all over the shop. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing career. And chill out, like, just because I swear now and I'm cool, that doesn't mean that you've accidentally bought tickets to see an edgy comedian. And I understand your concern. Most edgy comics look like me, race and gender-wise. They say whatever they like. Edgy comedians, no one tells them what they can and can't say. They walk straight on stage, top of their specials sometimes, do 10 solid minutes just slagging off transgender people. Just straight out the gate, just making fun of transgender people. If people on the internet get upset about it, the comedian's always like, bad luck! That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows. What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you? That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows. What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you? That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows. What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you? Oh, yeah, because you know who's been long overdue a challenge? The trans community. Oh, they've had their guard down for too long, if you ask me. They'll all be checking their privilege on the way home now, thanks to you, you brave little cis boy. I used to name one of the comedians that was about in that routine, but it always got really awkward in the room. So apparently, it's 2019, most people still more than happy to laugh at transgender people, not as comfortable laughing at Ricky Gervais yet, I've discovered. That's the line. Night after night. Fuck off! Leave Ricky alone! Oh, this is classic liberal bullshit. Oh, what? I can't make fun of transgender people anymore, but it's fine for you to gang up on Ricky Gervais, is it? I thought liberals are meant to treat everyone the same. Nope. No, actually. Not meant to treat everyone the same. We haven't got equality yet. Can't go around treating everyone the same before you've got equality. What, you go past a school, see a bully, punch another kid in the face, get out your car, go up to the bully. You make me sick, and just for balance, you're a piece of shit as well. That was even-handed. I'm a good person. I treat everyone the same.
Okay. I will say his point there is very, very valid. That is something that, like, I've come across a lot. People who are just like, I'm a comedian. I can say what I want. And people used to think it's like people just don't think it's funny anymore because they're too woke, or, you know, it's like, or maybe, you know, we've grown as a society and, you know, you don't need to make fun of huge groups of people, I don't know, to make yourself feel big. I'm not sure. Like, and I will say, like, you know, Ricky Gervais definitely does this, and he makes fun of like James Acaster here is like, the fucking Christians, Crizzles, but he was clearly making a joke there. Ricky Gervais, when he bashes Christians or anybody of any faith, because he does that a lot, it's incredibly mean-spirited, and it's like, I do think that Ricky Gervais can be very funny. I do think that he's got some really, really good jokes. I think he's got some good sets. I've enjoyed him in various movies. Like, I do find that he can be quite funny. But he also does tend to rely on cruel humor. And I don't think there's a real need for that. If you're good at what you do, if you are a good comedian, you don't need to be cruel. Like, and like, I feel like that's the difference between something like what James Acaster did, making fun of the old people and because, like, he wasn't talking about anybody in particular, and it was very clearly not a deeply held belief. And I feel like that's the difference. I feel like that's an important difference, so it's like, that's something I will laugh at. As opposed to something else, and that's just like, no, you're just being mean just to be mean. Like, you know, you'll have like Ricky Gervais or Dave Chappelle who just like goes off on these like rants essentially, and it's like they're supposed to be full of jokes, but they make people feel hurt and uncomfortable and unsafe. And we're not going to get into like a long political or like moralistic chat here because this was supposed to be fun. And I did think it was fun, and I appreciate James Acaster for bringing that kind of thing to the forefront, even though it has, you know, he did this in 2019, which is so long ago now. It was only posted, it was uploaded a year ago, but he filmed this in 2019. But yeah, I enjoy Ricky. I did, like I said, I enjoy Ricky Gervais. I liked this video with James Acaster. I thought that he was quite fun. I do want to check out his Bake Off shenanigans now. I think I kind of have to, because that was freaking hilarious, and I need to see what they actually put in the episode with context. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comments below. If there's any other comedians or anything that you want me to react to, let me know. I know there's a couple that people have mentioned, people like, you know, Frank Skinner and stuff like that. So like that, those are coming. I will be reacting to that sort of thing, and those comedians that were suggested to me. This just sort of caught my eye today, the Bake Off story specifically, and then the other one was kind of just around as well. So that was fun. I enjoy James Acaster. Glad I got to see some more of his stuff. If you want to see more of his stuff, let me know. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Let's leave any unkind comments out of it. Like, not that I don't think, I think all of you are very sweet, so I don't think I will have that problem. I don't think there's going to be an issue with because there hasn't been too many mean comments at all. So I appreciate that very much about you guys. I like that I can trust you with that. So thanks again, and let me know what it is you would like me to see. Wow, that was fun words. Let me know what you would like to see me react to next. And that's it. Ciao.